Hey, this is Josh. I wanted to give you guys a short sale tip today. And for those of you guys that are new or been in the business for a while, I don't know if you see the business as being very seasonal. And everybody says the best time to sell a house is in the summertime. Well, in my area, I totally disagree with that. And what I mean is, if I look back at all of our records since I've been investing in real estate since 2003, every year, the fourth quarter of every year, and then January has always been the best quarter for us. Every year. I live in Ohio and Cleveland, and the snow starts to fall around November and then doesn't leave until maybe April, maybe March or April. So for us, the summertime is really not that busy because it's busy, but not that busy compared to the fourth quarter, because kids are out of school, parents are on vacations, and I know in Northeast Ohio, one of the slowest seasons historically is always the summer. But then, sure enough, in September, and October, and November, things begin to really, really heat up for selling houses. And for us, we've sold 3 houses in the past 3 days. We sold a house last Thursday, we sold a house Friday, and we sold a house today. And all of those will be closing sometime in October, early November. So when I met with my team last week, I was really excited about what we were doing, because I know we had been bringing in a lot of new deals over the past couple of months, and now those deals are turning into houses that are being sold. So again, you have to do the right things. You have to get the property marketed. You have to make sure the property is cleaned out and staged before the BPO, or I'm sorry, after the BPO has been done. And make sure you're doing everything to sell your properties, including internet marketing, marketing to your buyers list, putting out signs and ads and all those kind of things. And be aware that there's certain times in your market that things may be seasonal. So you have to get ready for that. After being in this business for 5 years, I know that if we market and get a lot of new properties into our pipeline in the summertime, that those are all going to turn into properties that we're selling and closing and making money on in the fourth quarter of the year. So for us, October, November, December, and January, even January when there's a lot of snow on the ground, that's one because people were buying properties and putting contracts on properties in October and November, and those are closing in December and January. So be aware that this business can be a little bit cyclical. It is for me in my area, mostly because of the snow, and be prepared for that. There's things that you can learn each and every year that can make you a better investor the following year. And I know now in my business that if I do a lot of acquisition and do a lot of good marketing and bring in a lot of new opportunities in the summer, I know that the fourth quarter and January of every year, we're going to kill it. And that's exactly what's happening. We have about a half a dozen properties that are supposed to close in October. I imagine that we'll have at least that in November and at least that in December. So pay attention to that. Make sure you're always marketing to bring properties in, and be aware of what seasons, depending on where you live, be aware of what seasons are your best selling seasons. All right? Until next time, we'll talk to you soon.